Top of the day. Top of the day. It's your boy, Snaxx. Now, look, go ahead and grab yourself a snack. You feel me? Grab yourself a very refreshing drink. You feel me? Because, we about to do on this podcast, Critically Think. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of SnaxxTime. I appreciate y'all so very much. So very much. Look, man, we coming here with a banger. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I'm starting to kind of feel this groove going on, this little I don't know, the energy, y'all. You feel me? I don't know if y'all can feel it. Well, I'm gonna say that y'all can't feel it because you're not here with me, duh. But it's just a whole lot more going on, a whole lot. Just I'm feeling better, all right. In that department of y'all, I hope y'all are doing well, man. I'm here with y'all, gang. I'm here with y'all. I understand it, but it's really because this topic here it goes into so much more than kind of what we believe in. You know what I'm saying? It's that little part of it. So we're talking about relationships in this episode, y'all. Relationships. Now, listen, we're not just talking about your boo thing over there and Shawty the mess with what's the name and he done body her and she done body him. We're not talking about just them relationships, y'all. We're not talking about the one night stands, and we're not just talking about the flings. We're not just talking about them, right? They may be doused in them, but that's not the only thing, right? We're talking about different relationships of all aspects of our lives, the relationship that we have on a day-to-day thing, the relationships that we have with our family, our mom and dad, our brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews, co-worker, boss, just the whole variety, pets, you feel me? Just every single thing, y'all. You feel me? It's a whole lot that go into it. You feel me? Than what we say. So what I like to do sometimes, or majority of the time, when I'm having a discussion with somebody, a very good. Here's the thing, y'all. Right? I want to know. Do y'all think? Like, what is your difference, if you have one, of an argument and a discussion, right? Because for me, you feel me? For me, y'all, it's on the time where it's like, dang, cause I don't really consider myself having arguments with folks, cause I feel, all right. So for me, for an argument, I think one party has to be upset, and then they begin to speak irrational. Yeah, I like that word choice. Right? Because when somebody begins to speak irrational, you feel me? They just begin to just blabber off nonsense just because they are feeling upset or they're getting upset about the discussion. Right? If one person is staying, if one person is staying calm, cool, collected, right, and keeping the tone of voice at a proper tone for conversation, right? I feel, or if both parties are doing that, then that is a discussion, regardless if the parties are agreeing or disagreeing. That's a whole nother topic, a whole nother story. Um, the whole premise of it though is their tone and how they're feeling, and they're not being upset and nothing else of that matter. So on top of that, right? Let's. Wow, I went. Yeah, I went on that whole spiel, man. That is crazy. I went on that whole spiel just to tell y'all what I like to do when I'm having discussions with people is I like to set a premise, and I also like to understand what are we using in words and terms. Now, if you know me, a lot of the times, even though for sake of conversation I use certain words in a sense of good and bad. I don't really believe in good and bad. I believe in perspectives, right? Whatever lens you're looking at it through, you feel me? Those are just subjective terms. I wouldn't necessarily belief isn't a necessary thing, but those are very subjective terms. Right or wrong, good and bad, cute, ugly, all these things are very subjective terms of, and just the perspective instance of how we viewing them and how it's looking and what's going on behind it. You feel what I'm saying? So I like to get a very good premise set for our base of our discussion, so that we can understand one another. We don't have to go back or try to nitpick things. Because when you're in a discussion, you're trying to prove yourself, or you're trying to prove your point and everything else behind it. You begin to start saying like, oh man, it's really not like that, or you begin to like try to nitpick at everything, even if it was previously set. You feel me? So I looked at the definition to make sure, right, that I wasn't mistaken, or for us to know. A relationship, right? What is the definition of relationship? And a relationship is the relation or connecting or binding participants in a relationship. The relation connecting or binding participants in a relationship. That is the definition of relationship, y'all. All right. And very, very basic, very premise. I just wanted to make sure that we all, again, setting that premise and that foundation. That's what we're going off of. Do I agree with it? Yeah, it makes sense. The relation connecting or binding participants together. So there had to be some relation, there had to be some connection that combine these participants. Whoever the participants are, they people are in a relationship, right? Now, I'm speaking from that's like one thing I like to do a whole lot. I don't really like to give advice or give, not just advice. Like, I guess that was just the only thing. I was trying to think of something else but I just don't like to speak about things if I didn't personally do it, or if I can't personally account for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like giving I don't like trying to speak like this is true. Like if somebody told me something, right? And then somebody tells me something, and then I'm in that junk, right? And I take what you say, if for the sake of just discussion, right? If Buddy told me that the sky is purple, right? Sky is purple, okay? And I take that, boom, I believe what Buddy Bro is saying. Like I seen the sky. I never seen the sky. Boom baka, sky purple, whoop de whoop, we're gonna do. Come back. And then I try to tell you the sky's purple. You feel me? Y'all, hold up. Hey, somebody should have. Yo, what in the heck am I talking? Yo, when I tell you, I was trying to save that. I was trying my hardest. I was trying my absolute hardest, y'all, to save that freaking example. I was like, man, I dug myself a hole. Look, yeah, I be trying to tell y'all, I'm not perfect, but that is why y'all just cut your losses. When you're wrong, you're wrong. You feel me? Just it's okay. Just stop. Don't try to be like Snaxx over here and try to save a freaking example that didn't make no sense from the beginning. Like I knew that. Oh, bro, what's up? That is funny. That's why I love it. I hope y'all love that too. Okay, this is what you get here. We are perfect imperfections, and that is okay. It is okay, y'all. You feel me? Accept your flaws and work on them. You feel me? That's all we can do. But continuing on, right? For me and the relationship that I have, obviously they vary with different people. The relationship that I have with my mother and father is different from girlfriend and brother sisters and everything else, but it's a lot more. So to maintain any good relationship, this is my premise, right? For me and myself, I feel like to maintain any good relationship, you must become a good person, a good human being. I feel like that is the only way you can form and you can have a good relationship, whatever that relationship may be with people. You feel me? That's what I truly feel like. So with relationships that I'm trying to grow in and that I think are important, I believe relationships with your family and oh my goodness, and when I mean by family, I mean act like people that rock with you, gang. Like, let's get this understood. Family is not just blood. You feel what I'm saying? It's not just we came from the same nutsack. It's not we came from the same womb. It's none of that, man. Family is people that have rocked out with you, that y'all have did things together, that y'all have bonded deeply with. Like, that is family. You feel me, y'all? Like that. Listen, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not here to disprove and none of that. But listen, y'all, like, family is not just y'all blood. You feel me? Like, that's not just, you feel me, people that run through they got the same family, like same last name. Like, bro, family is people that have done things for you that is unimaginable, undescribable. You feel what I'm saying? Love that you got for these people, love that you got for these other individuals. Oh, y'all, like, it is crazy. Like, and when I think about that relationship, like, I think about a lot of the times, like, how do I love like my mother and my sisters and my brother and my father? Like, how do I love them? And I know you're like, not when you're thinking how do I love, it's there's no explanation for it. Like, really think about this, y'all. Really sit here and rock with me, right? Slow down, sit with me, enjoy your snack, enjoy your drink. I got some water on by my feet. Like, really enjoy this, y'all. How Think about, where did this love come from? You feel what I'm saying? Like, how do you know that you love your parents, and like, how do you love your parents? Like how did you become to love your parents? You feel me? Like, there was never, like, you had moments. Like, don't get it twisted. You feel me? Our family and our dukes and our pops and our siblings, like, they be doing some fucked up stuff and some messed up. You feel me? They be rocking out on some other stuff. You feel me? So it's really so it's bad moments, but there's never been a time in my life where I was like, man, I don't love these people. Like, I love them to the death of me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I would do anything for my family. You know what I'm saying? And for the people that I call family, like, I would do anything for them. But I'm thinking about, you know what I'm saying, the family aspect. I'm thinking about my mother. Like, how did, like, that is just crazy to me. Because I've always loved them. And there's never a point in time where I ever questioned that love. Or never questioned, do they love me? Like, their actions every single day tell me that they love me, y'all. The words is something cool, right? I understand a lot of people got words of affirmation, and not words of affirmation. They love to. Is that a love language, y'all? Somebody got to tell me in the comments, or somebody got to hit me up. Is communication of, like, or talking in some sense, like, you enjoy hearing good things about you? Is that a love language? I feel like it is. But I could completely be wrong. Either way, right? That's cool and all, but for me, you gotta show me, y'all. Like, you gotta show me. You feel me? Because I done met the coldest game. I done met the coldest people that can spit crazy game and do something completely different. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta show me. Your action gonna speak way louder than what you speaking. You know what I'm saying? I know myself. Like, that's just me being real. Like, I understand who I am, and I can spit some crazy game. You feel me? Some crazy one, and it's just I understand, but my actions will always tell the truth. Like, you feel me? And I heard that from, I want to know who the guy said it, but dude said that every behavior, he was speaking about children, and he was like, every behavior that a child does is a form of communication. Like, they're trying to tell you what is wrong with them. They have a lot of emotion, they have a lot of feeling, and they just don't have they don't know the words or how to formulate their feelings and their emotions, which is crazy. But like I said, John, just think about that though, right? Really think about that. Of how did y'all come to do that? And then you begin to think about the people that came into your life. Now, these are your friends that, you know what I'm saying, best friends, sandbox kids, significant other, You feel me? And like, how did you come to love them? Right? Like, and then you start to get breaking down to all these different things. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I told my girl like a minute ago, I was like, man, the fact that like I truly love a stranger, like that, and not to say that she's a stranger to me, but she was a stranger once upon a time. You know what I'm saying? So to have that type of feeling towards another human being and loving them deeply as if they were family, as if I knew them for, you know what I'm saying, decades plus, or as if we grew up in the same household, right? Though that is a different type of love, and that is just, for me, it's just crazy to think about of how the human, just humans are, and just how that relationship formed, right? Now, I believe in so many different ways that at the end of the day, like I always, to go back to the quote that I said, y'all, the way you maintain these relationships, you have to be a good person, you have to be a good human being, you have to be working on yourself and understand that you're good. And that's the first relationship you have to understand. Even all of the relationship with God as well. Like I feel like that's a very important relationship as well. Yeah, man, there's so many important relationships that you can have. Your God, yourself, those gotta be the main two. You feel me? God, then yourself. You feel me? Has to be that one and two. Because if you have a relationship with somebody that is strong in faith, strong in spirituality, and they're growing, they have a purpose, like that is, that person, that person is so many words, but just to use one is special. Like it's powerful. That's the word, powerful. Right? Because they're guided by something higher than themselves. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm guided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I know that he is the greatest of all players, and I know that he has his best interest in me. He loves me deeply, he loves me dearly, and I understand that everything that is in this dunya here is a test for me, and it's a test from Allah. And I understand that I can pass these tests because he doesn't burden no soul more than what it can bear. And knowing all those things, it keeps me at ease, keep me at peace, keep me at ease, keep me at peace, to be able to know that, right? And just to relax. And my girl, you know what I'm saying, she doesn't get mad. Like, she's just a very caring, loving person, and I love her for that. Thank her for that. But she always tell me, like, whenever I go out or going somewhere, she always say, be safe, or, you know what I'm saying, be careful. And I always tell her I'm protected. I tell her I'm protected, babe. You know what I'm saying? And she always says, you feel me, like, still, you got to be careful. And again, I understand where she's coming from, just from a loving girlfriend, and in that nature, a loving wifely, and trying to do those things, and I appreciate that. But that's just how strong in faith that I am, that whatever happens, it was already, there's nothing I can do to change it. Right? Allah knew that I was gonna be in front of this camera recording a podcast. I wish I had. Oh snap! Look at that. I just looked out the window, y'all, and it was a cool little car that just pulled off. That was wow. But man, I'm like a freaking. What's that movie with the dog when he said dog and he said squirrel, and then he got lost. Yeah, I lost my train of thought when I looked over there and saw that car. In other words, oh no, watch out, watch out, go Lola, go. My dog is here. I told y'all relationship with pets as well. Okay, cool. She's good now. That's another important thing. Even great on that note, right? Just relationship. That's what I was. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. But that's what it is. Having those relationships, and what's important to have yourself be and you having a relationship with God and yourself. Those are just two very highly important things. Because then once you understand that relationship with God, and then you start to work on yourself and understand and have the relationship with oneself. You feel me? Now you're getting into, ooh, what do I like? What don't I like? Okay, these are my boundaries. What's my no goals? how much I love myself, respect myself, care for myself, cherish myself. Oh, okay, boom. And you start to get into all these nooks and crannies, y'all. And now that's when, ooh, that's when the magic starts happening, y'all. That's when the magic starts happening. Things start getting going and it's lit. So, though those are gotta be the most, you feel me? Like that was have to be one too. It has to be relationship with God, relationship with oneself. Then after that, you know what I'm saying, people got their own priorities, which at the end of the day it's their priorities. So there's no one to judge. We're not better than nobody. You feel me? And then that's when people start to pit, you know, different relationships and different priorities above one another, right? Whether it's like I said, you saw my, I don't know if you did. Actually, damn, I don't know if the camera caught that. I'm about to look back. But just how my dog went by, right? That like having a relationship with pets, and then have relationships with, you know, family members, and then with significant others, and you know, you start to prioritize those relationships next and everything. That's up to you, and that's how you dictate it off of your principles and your morals and everything else. But I feel like those relationships have to be important, right? God and yourself have to be important, and then understanding one relationship. Just because my dog is here, I'll speak upon that. And I read the book. I don't know the author's name, but it's called The Mastery of Love. And oh my goodness, that was an amazing book to read. I advise everybody to read that. He's also the same person that wrote the 4 agreements, and he's the same person that wrote the 5th agreement. Both books and all those agreements, well, all it's the same. Like the 5th agreement is just adding one more. But the agreement, the 5 agreements are just things that I apply to my life today, and it is beautiful and it's needed, and I just go ahead. But it was talking about the relationship of how a dog thinks, right, and how we can apply that. And this is so crazy. So if my dog, right, just now she was walking and she wanted to be petted, and she was gonna jump on top of me. Me telling her to go lay down or just move and go, like I ignored her, like I declined her the love that she wanted, right? She didn't feel any other way about it. She just went, and now she's laying down, she's sleeping. How many of us, right, if we tried to show our partner love and they rejected us, we would then get upset and have resentment and have all these things, right? But my dog doesn't care. Now listen, I know what we're saying. What the heck? What are you talking about? A dog and a human, those are 2 different things. And but listen, the principle is the same. Right? That's what people need to understand. The principle is the same. Regardless if we're using the animals, places, like the principle is the same here. If I was to call her name, I'm not gonna call her name because then that's gonna make her get up and she's definitely gonna jump, and then that's gonna be a whole other thing. But if I was to call her name right now and then want to give her love, she will accept it wholeheartedly and be happy, be ecstatic, and would enjoy the time, have the time of her life. And when I'm done, I would then say, go play, or I will go move, and she will go do her thing, and then we're living. And life goes on. How beautiful would that be, right? If your partner tries to show you their love in whatever the way they do show their love, and then they reject it, right? And you say, okay, you don't take it personally, one of the 4 agreements. You don't take that personally. You don't make assumptions. Another one of the agreements. You feel me? You don't take it personally. You don't make assumptions. You just accept it. Like, okay, for whatever reason it is, you're not going to assume what the reason is, but for whatever reason, he or she is not accepting my love right now. I am going to go do my thing, and whenever he or she and my significant other is ready, they can then come back and give me their love, and I will reciprocate the love that I want to give to them, because at the end of the day, I was okay. But if we were to take that personally, right, now we have resentment and we don't understand why our partner rejected the love. Maybe they're overstimulated, maybe they're anxious, maybe they you feel me, don't want to be loved, maybe they're upset about something else. You feel me? But you would never know that. You're just upset because of how they reacted, because you didn't get the reaction that you were looking for, expecting. Like, come on now, y'all. This is what I'm telling y'all. That's free game, bro. I don't think y'all understand what I just told y'all. That is game, y'all. That is a gem, and wallahi, alhamdulillah. That was Allah speaking to me from y'all. Speaking from me to y'all. Cause man, everything just worked out. Oh, y'all not in my head, but what just happened, how everything just worked out, that was beautiful. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Yeah, man, y'all. I was planned out today. Now look, I told y'all I like a little bit of structure, just a little bit. So for this one, I had the little thing ducked off, feel me, a little, so I can kind of keep line of sight, make sure I hit the points that I wanted to hit. But man, that jump was hard, y'all. That jump was hard. That jump was hard. And one of the things I would say is take lessons from all relationships and every relationship that you have. That is something that I've done and I'm still doing. Every encounter that I have with people, I always analyze it, even the smallest of encounters, and I try to understand or try to figure out what it was, right? Did I do everything correctly? Is there things I could have done better? What was the surroundings like? What were their body language like? What were they eye movement like? You feel me? I'm doing all that, right? It sounds crazy, right? And I just think about like what were the word choices and how could I have responded differently, and then what would that have conversation went like if I responded differently, and then the different amount of ways that they could have responded, and try. Those the things I just do, right? You feel me? My brain works a lot of miles and runs a lot of miles an hour, but it's okay, right? All is well. I'm like, oh, excuse me. God, this game sound like you could. Boy, been out here. Y'all, I think like my body tried to get sick, but it didn't get sick. And I don't know, like, cause you know how I told y'all, like, I tell my body not to get sick, and then listen. But this came out of nowhere. Like, I was legit just chilling. My fault, y'all looking around for something. But my body was just chilling, and then one day I just had a weird, like a sore throat kind of, or itchy throat. I don't want to go crazy on y'all like I usually I was doing, but yeah, it came out of nowhere, y'all. But I think my body tried to get sick, but now I feel better. Like I don't know what the heck that was. Maybe I'm just going on. What we talking about, y'all? Somebody help me out here. Growth from all these relationships. My fault. Appreciate myself. So I look at all these conversations and all the relationships, and I try to see where I can grow from, so that I can apply these growth metrics into other parts of relationship that I have with other people. So I take any lesson from any conversation that I have, any interaction that I have with anybody, anything, right? You feel me? If like I said, if I'm with my girl, we're talking, right, and we're having a conversation. After that conversation, and even during the conversation, I'm thinking about, you know what I'm saying, how did I word it? Was it proper? Is it going to be proper? What's the best terms to use? What's the best way for explanation? Then we have the discussion. Then after the discussion, did I do everything right? Okay, cool. Obviously, and now I feel like when people do that, well, a lot though, right? People try to change things from all their partners in relationship, right? Well, whether it was just, you feel me, they just, oh, I didn't do this right, so the next person I'm gonna be with is gonna be better. Then they make a mistake, go back. They keep going through all that, but I feel like we need to do that for everything. Like that's how important it is. You feel what I'm saying? Like do what you're doing for your significant other, and apply that effort in a sense, and that knowledge of just trying to work on yourself constantly and trying to grow, and you're trying to better yourself and better that relationship, use that same premise for all other relationships in your life with your coworkers, with your bosses, your colleagues, your friends, other family members, your pets. Like, just use that logic. Especially, like I said, use the one that was from the Mastery of Love. I learned that from Buddy Bro. I don't know what his name is, but look at the book, The Mastery of Love. He's also one of the 4 agreements and the fifth agreement. But yeah, that relationship about the dog, that take that, run with it, gang. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be a lifesaver in your relationships. You feel me? But I ain't got nothing else for y'all. I done spit my game. I done gave y'all my wisdom. You feel me? I done gave y'all my heart. He said, I will give you the world, baby girl. You just gotta be worth it. You ain't gotta be perfect. You just gotta be worth it. Yeah. Hey, my dog woke up. Y'all, she woke up, looked at me crazy. Oh, man. Thank y'all for tuning into this episode of SnaxxTime. I hope y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. I love y'all. Peace.